and it's coming true with a final showdown. John Florence takes on Jeremy Flores, and maybe since he took out Medina, maybe he's just got to take one more off now the reigning world champ pots.
To be honest with you, I think the one Oki won for the first time back in the day was pretty special to watch a young grommet. Jeremy Flores, though, have a look at this one.
Flores getting things started, punching free to get the first completion. Little layback, carve off the top, but he goes down.
Yeah, well, he kind of knows that he can't afford to waste any time. He realized how slow it was in that semi-final heat, taking the inside position, which John normally does. He normally lets his opponent sort of set the scale for the heat. Jeremy just losing the fins right there, and unfortunately didn't complete that last turn, but a nice little barrel nonetheless. And it's going to be kind of some nerves for Jeremy. It's been a while since he's been in a final, so this is going to be a relatively new feeling for him, especially out here. It's been a while since he's made a Pipeline Masters final, especially up against someone with the caliber of John Florence.
So many great stories and finals in history. Those cool turning points that you'll never forget. For Flores, he had a turning point, taking a major win at this venue. Meanwhile, John gets his first wave of the final. Deep at back door, still traveling over the foam ball. Unbelievable, getting as far as he did before going down. It didn't look like that was making it easy for him. There's chandeliers coming down in his face, but it still looked like he was in total control till it shut down.
Yeah, and that's that whole thing that we talk about, is that feel. Because a lot of the time you've got water in your eyes, it's super hard to navigate, so what you're doing is you're feeling the momentum of the wave, you're feeling the pushback, the resistance, the lumps and the bumps, the white water, the spray, everything comes into play when you're in a barrel like that. It's chandeliering. That was a scary moment. He got injured on that day.
Oh, that's right.
Badly.
As we take a look at this, Florence running through the pit. Great line to come. Punching free. The best score of the final so far. He'll take the lead off Jeremy Flores. Now 21:40 to go.
John at 1.57, and now this. So sort of a more of an inside wave, but look at the read on this. I mean, this wave is crumbling, there's sections going, he just travels. He picks his line, Joe, and sticks to it. He's so solid when it comes to that, just to find the right line through the barrel. Stays nice and high. Section after section after section, flow it. John just keeps coming through it. And as you said, that is going to be the best score of the final so far.
And we saw Joel Parkinson turn in a huge result there. So returning to Bali, and then the big addition of the Surf Ranch in Lemoore, California. Back to this one. Flores waiting for an answer back. No exit at back door. He'll still be chasing a 5.08. Now Florence with priority and a 6.67 in the lead.
Yeah, this is danger signs for Jeremy right now. John in the box seat. He's got priority. He's got the single highest score of a 6.67. Now he's going to wait. Now he's going to play that patient game and wait for the absolute bomb. Jeremy Flores now, his job really is to find some sort of rhythm. Try and get those little insiders. That one unfortunately didn't let him out. But that's what he's got to do. Find those ones that look almost impossible to make, because that's what it's going to take to beat John Florence out here today.
With all your rivals that you surf with every day, big thanks to our production crew traveling around the world, not missing a beat like this one. Flores packing that first section, staying hollow. Jeremy has an answer to Florence.
Wow. You see this guy, man, I tell you, he's got something about this wave. That John had priority, let it go. But now the door is wide open, because Jeremy's going to drop a fairly good score. Didn't get straight into the barrel, but there, just tucked underneath it. What positioning, what a read on this wave for Jeremy Flores. He knows that one felt good. He knows he's back in the heat after this exchange. An amazing read on the wave has Jeremy Flores.
Catching up to Florence on the answer, extending this end section of back door. Big layback hack to show why that he is the best surfer in the world.
2 years running.
Unbelievable. As soon as you think someone's going to take him down, he provides an immediate answer back. As soon as Flores was just feeling that momentum, getting his first completion, John's right behind him.
Oh my gosh. Have a look at this wave too, nice and clean. Look at the section here, look at that board sliding. Driving through that end section, I mean, are you kidding me? And then just tears the lip off. I love this section here where he comes through this part That board starts to slide, but he just keeps correcting it. You see those little adjustments? That's what gives him that speed, what gives him that direction. Now watch the board here. As he comes through this section, he goes over a little bit of a foam ball, and the board almost gives way. It starts to slide right there, but he just keeps correcting, keeps readjusting, keeps those fins engaged, and comes out the end of it. Are you kidding me? John Florence. And then just for good measure, tears that lip off. So Jeremy Flores stopped a great score, but John's going to answer right back, Joe.
What a big exchange in the final here. 15:25 to go. Jeremy turns in a 7.9. Florence an 8.93. John out front. Jeremy now chasing a 7.71 at the best event on the calendar here at the Pipe Masters. 14:25 to go. Florence under priority, making a move. Pulls in straight under the hood. Adjusts the rail for the bonus section.
You got to just laugh, don't you? I mean, it's a walk in the park for John Florence. He's got such a good read on this wave.
14 minutes to go. And he's kind of hitting that moment like a purple patch where an athlete can't make any mistakes. How'd you like this one?
Oh, I love the purple patch comment there, Joe, but just a beautiful little barrel. You can see how he got nice and compact, and he had both of his hands in front of him as he comes out of it, kind of guiding himself through that. Right there, just easy as it comes. I love the bent front arm too. It's such a unique style of surfing that John brings to it. A little bit of skate. Look at that direction right there. A little bit of weight distributing deep inside the barrel. He's looking to better a 6.67. It's going to be close. I think he might have done that. That was a nice tube from John. John Florence, a 7.23 on that last wave, Joe, so he did better his situation. Here he goes again.
Gliding in, super effortless, under priority, taking some low road. He's got so much time. Even in barrels that aren't giving him a whole lot of room to move, he makes those little adjustments. Yet another completion. 4 straight so far in this final.
Does it look like he's having fun to you?
I think he's having a ball right now.
Newly crowned champion for the second time. Out here in the finals in his backyard with all his friends and family watching. I don't think it gets any better than that, do you?
I can't really think of any better scenario for this kid. Florence having fun right now.
Yeah, he is. I mean, just have a look at that. I mean, that's just another day for John Florence. And then just absolutely belts that end section. I'm not seeing that better his situation though. So underneath the priority of Jeremy Flores, he's just decided to have some fun and entertain the thousands of people that have come here to watch today.
John Florence showing off that tube skill. What do you like so much about his arms?
I think it's just different positioning. I mean, that front arm is bent from the get-go. Why? Because he's using both of those hands to literally drag and slow himself down and really put him in the right spot. But then halfway through the wave, he's changing his weight. You know, he's moving back and forward. He's ducking and weaving. I mean, it's as good as it gets, really, when you watch it.
More recently, it's been all about this new era and a lot of well-bred world champs. As we take a look at the tube with Florence, unbelievable seeing how comfortable he is in the pit.
Yeah, so comfortable, you know. And it's like Strider said, you know, for him to be so good in the barrel, it's almost anticipating it before it actually happens. So he's sort of correcting and putting himself in a position because he knows the wave is going to do a certain thing. Now, 8.27 required. Jeremy paddling. Here he goes, Joe.
He gets in. Flores is coming down to this. Nice and deep. Great positioning over the foam ball. At the buzzer. Flores rides the last wave of 2017 into the countdown and priority. He had a 7.9 early that gave him a shot. He would need an 8.27 to steal this one off the local favorite and the reigning world champ.
Well, I mean, talk about pressure. Talk about this wave right here. Jeremy disappeared, traveling. Gone, and comes out. And there's that traditional claim. The hands behind the back. Jeremy Flores, this is the angle the judges will be looking at. Nice and deep, up and over the foam ball. Super deep again. Bonus section through the inside. And 8.27, Joe. Has he pulled a rabbit out the hat? Has he stole the Pipe Masters off John Florence?
We're just a few seconds away from finding out the message. He scores in for Jeremy Flores.
He got it.
It's an 8.33. Jeremy Flores steals the Pipe Masters off John Flores.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
You couldn't plan it any better when you're a surfer like Jeremy Flores, already on the chair, getting hustled up the beach.